Good morning to all parents, teachers, staff members, students of Aurobindo Sri School and the Future Foundation School, all well-wishers and servitors of Sri Aurobindo Institute of Culture, all devotees of the Mother and Sri Aurobindo assembled here this morning. First of all, on behalf of all of us assembled here, let us wish Sri Aurobindo happy birthday, Sri Aurobindo. Bonne fête, Sri Aurobindo. Can I hear that a little bit from you guys too? Bonne fête, Sri Aurobindo. Bon anniversaire, Sri Aurobindo. Shubho Janmodin, Sri Aurobindo. Happy birthday, Sri Aurobindo. I think we are celebrating, aren't we? Today, I used an expression which is Shubho Janmodin or Happy Birthday. These are interchangeable. This is just a literal translation of the phrase. And the literal translation of that also I wish Sri Aurobindo on your behalf, which all our French students learn here, bon anniversaire. But I've used another expression, bonne fête. And our teachers know this expression because on their birthdays I wish them bonne fête. What is the difference between bonne fête and bon anniversaire? And why do we wish anybody bonne fête in the ashram on their birthday? Simply because bon anniversaire, anniversaire here stands for birthday, whereas fête is festival. The mother said that on our birthdays, it is the divinity in us that comes forward. So that's why that is a celebration of our union with the divine. When we wish Sri Aurobindo bonne fête, we wish not only Sri Aurobindo, we wish Sri Aurobindo in each one of us present here, happy birthday. I hope you understand what I'm saying. When we performed here this morning, when we elocuted, when we danced, when we choreographed, when we prayed, when we sang, when we offered our praise, when we just stood and did nothing much more, what we invoked without our knowing was Sri Aurobindo in each one of us. It is on 15th August every year, therefore, that we don't only wish somebody who was born a century and a half ago, but we salute his living presence among each one of us. And that presence is most telling on his birthday. It is on this day, come rain or shine, come good or bad weather, come illness or good health, come whatever, we are here to pay homage. Why do we pay homage? Because it is our mission in our lives to express ourselves. What Sri Aurobindo represents in each one of us is the spirit of youth, the thirst for perfection, the joy of moving forward, the certitude of eternal bliss that awaits us, and the beauty of adventure. The adventure of walking hand in hand with him on the path of evolution. So that is what we are celebrating today. Dear children, you thanked your teachers. All of us, in fact, today are children. We are all children regardless of our age, of Mother and Sri Aurobindo. So to all of you, because time is short, I will say in the Mother's words, I salute you, my brave little soldiers. I give you my call to the rendezvous with victory. That is what awaits us. There's a lot of darkness around. There's a lot of obscurity around. There's a lot of despair around. But Sri Aurobindo is there. In 1914, when Mother met Sri Aurobindo, in her diary that she wrote the next morning, she said that after meeting him, she got the assurance that if everything is going wrong, if the densest ignorance plagues us, the fact that he is there assures us one day that the divine love, the reign of the divine love, will indeed be established upon earth. It's a beautiful prayer. I urge all of you to read it. But more importantly, rather than read it here, we put it here. So what we are saluting today is actually our second birthday too. We are being reborn in the Mother, and to quote the stanzas that was wonderfully elocuted here, to live and fulfill the demand of the Mother as enunciated by Sri Aurobindo. India is free. India was freed on his birthday in 1947. He was 75 years of age. A young man of 75 years, still giving 24 hours of his life every day to the nation and to humanity. It is that task which the Mother continued well after he was not there physically. And I don't know whether we continue, but we are there because he holds our hands. So the students of Arun Nursery School, the teachers of Arun Nursery School, the parents of Arun Nursery School, and the teachers, students, parents of the Future Foundation School are indeed very blessed. We are here today on India's Independence Day with an agenda given to us by Sri Aurobindo for the true freedom of India. India was born partitioned. It was not something that gave fulfillment to anybody's dream. But more importantly, there was slavery in each one of us. There was the colonial hangover. Even today, when we go abroad, it feels that we have reached salvation. The moksha that was preached earlier by our saints, when we cross what we earlier called the Kalapani, we believe we have reached moksha. Perhaps no more. But the agenda of a free nation has been given to us. That is the beauty of what we have here. So what we learn beyond physics, beyond chemistry, beyond geography, beyond anything, is the fact that we have an agenda for ourselves and we have an agenda for our nation. Vivekananda famously said, "Give me 100 people and I will, brave people, and I will change the world." The Future Foundation School and Arun Nursery School have produced a few thousand alumni. And it has a couple of thousand students. It is my firm conviction that some among those 100 that Vivekananda talked about are here in our midst or are our alumni. That is the faith that we have to entrust to ourselves. That is the task, the mission we have to fulfill. If India has to rise, we need to remember Sri Aurobindo's words. Mother India is not a piece of earth. She is a power, a Godhead. That Godhead, Sri Aurobindo has chosen to share his bounty, his vision, his clarity of thought, and the fact that he embodied as an incarnation, the servitor of Mother India. He has shared that bounty with each one of us. So Sri Aurobindo is there, and he has said, Free India is in the heart of every Indian. And from those, free India must be created. So the second freedom in India, which is more important than the first, is our freedom, our independence. Each one of us, individually and collectively, need to be reborn in this country and as servitors of Mother India. That is the pledge that we need to make today. I see you guys, I see your predecessors, and I see a lot of confusion. Everyone is adrift. So let me tell you, I too was adrift. Let me tell you, after all this seriousness, I was a little younger than some of you and a little older than some of you. I was in class 6 and I'd just gone from junior school to high school. And we had a school magazine. And in that school magazine, I wrote an article very bravely in Bengali, just 10 lines. It was a kind of cyclo-style. Those days, cyclo-styles existed. And it was very brave on my part because it was only the 3rd year that I was learning Bengali. I started learning Bengali in class 3. Nevertheless, I wrote this article. It was widely appreciated because you could understand my peers were as bad as me or perhaps worse. So it was, the title of that little article was, Ami Bodo Hoye Ki Hobo. And the second sentence was, Amar Baba Bole IAS, Ma Bole Engineer. I believe that I am now an old man. Many amongst you have the same plight. Either the career counseling that we offer you doesn't sink in, your parents think otherwise, or you believe that your friends and you must be together every moment of your lives. So if your friend wants to study electrical engineering, you too should study electrical engineering. If your friend wants to be a pediatrician, you too should be a pediatrician. That's now, unfortunately, how life works. I'll tell you another little story. It's good to be funny at times. And I heard the other day, a couple of years ago, a young child discussing this. Every time when you have a gathering of young children and adults, the adults invariably ask the child, "Tumi ki porashuno korbe bhabcho? Tumi boro hoye ki korbe bhabcho?" It's a very question, I'm sure, that's very irritating for young people to answer, particularly if they don't have an answer. So this particular kid was very intelligent. She said, "Tumi amake bole dao kon kajta korle beshi poysa hobe, sei porata ami korbo." And I think if one is very unabashed and put one's hands to one's hearts, that could be the answer that many of you will also give. Unfortunately, the truth is, every profession is financially and otherwise very rewarding, at least potentially. What each one of us has to do is to find out what we are good at. In other words, we have to find out not the profession that gives us more money, but what we can contribute to the betterment of the community and of society. If we can do that, then everything is achieved. Unfortunately, if you have dumb people like me, they don't find out. I probably found out about 10 years ago, right? So what happens then? I think the answer was given today. The answer was, when you heard the recitation, the demand of the mother, what did they talk about? Self-abandonment. You see, when you give yourself and all of yourself, and you seek the guidance of the Mother and Sri Aurobindo, you will get it. I can tell you from lived experience, you will be better known, better reputed, more solvent, more happy, more fulfilled if A, you don't know what you're good at, B, you don't know what to seek out, 3, however, that you trust in the Mother and Sri Aurobindo. They know more than you what is good in you. My mother famously said, I can't help telling you that, when I was passing out of school and had made some other plans, she said, I know my son better than he knows himself. So I can only tell you today, the mother and Sri Aurobindo know each one of us more than we know ourselves. If we can today take that pledge of the demand of the mother, and what did it say? The mother's feet are on the threshold. She asks us for no schemes, no plans, no methods. And she asks us, who will live for me, who will die for me, and awaits an answer. Don't worry, you will not hang yourself on the gallows. That was a little more convenient. It was 1 minute and it was over. We have to give our whole lives. But if we go, when I read it as a kid, and there was a passage which your parents must have read if you haven't, Vivekananda writing, He Bharod Bhulio Na. And he talks about Vardhokkir Varanoshi, Joubane Rupobon. The fact of life is, it seemed to me a very painful and thorny path. I'm standing in front of you to tell you that life couldn't be more relaxed and more fulfilling than if you choose to offer your lives for your own good, for your own selfish good, to the mother and Sri Aurobindo. They will make each one of us what we could really become, unbeknownst to ourselves. Today in my 60s, I probably understood what I was born for. Thank you very much. Victoire à la douce mère. Victoire à la douce mère. Vande Mataram. Vande Mataram. Vande Mataram.
Your words touch us profoundly, sir. Thank you so much for inspiring us. May we all stand in attention to sing the national anthem. With this, we come to the end of our performances. Before dispersal, please have a look at the charts so painstakingly prepared by the students under the guidance of their class teachers. I invite Satya sir to please disperse the children. Happy Independence Day. May you have a great day ahead.
Arun Nursery dispersal will take from the ashram gate. Please go through the school gate towards the ashram gate. Arun Nursery parents. Parents of the TFFS, please proceed this way. We will be sending students to the school gate. You cannot collect from here, so we request you to please proceed to the school gate.